What up, guys? This is going to be a part or take two of the Grimburg Joules V3s on a Crossman 12 gram cartridge with no restrictor in the Sabre launcher. So I made a video yesterday, and for whatever reason I had a high speed of 276 on my first shot, and then it went down to 210, and then lower and lower and lower, and then I reloaded the magazine, and I was getting higher shots on the second mag. It was weird. So I'm gonna try this with the Grimburg Joules V3s again, in the same way I had this set up, basically full power, no restrictions in the valve, keeping any air trapped because this has been pulled out. And got the chronograph. It's like 74 degrees Fahrenheit out here right now, and I'm just gonna shoot this and see what happens. I put a drop of oil on top of that brass fitting right here, so I don't know if that's gonna affect my speed. It shouldn't that much, but it might. But hopefully it does better than it did yesterday, when I got 276 and then it went down to 210 feet per second with these Grimburg Joules V3s. So I'm gonna puncture this right now. If I have any leaking, I'm gonna immediately start shooting. So here we go. Tiny leak, not bad, but tiny. 292, 274, 256, 242, 224, 216, 204, and I think I got one more shot. All right, last shot. Pretty sure this is the last shot. 198. All right, you guys, it performed good. The Grimburg Joules V3s, aside from losing one, which was my own fault, I haven't had any issues with them. They've been working fine for me. None of them have cracked. None of them are deformed. None of them are misshapen or anything. So this is the second magazine on the same CO2. And I feel like after the third or fourth shot on a 12 gram CO2, it stops with the leaking. So I think it's just like a pressure thing. I'm gonna have to tear it down and see if I can change some O-rings. 224, 204, 192, 184, 170, 164, 150, 144. Out of shots. So I'm just gonna do 2 mags. That's 16 shots because I breech loaded 1 ball each magazine. And I'll take it inside and show you the Joule average and all that stuff, and then I'll probably start on a different video. I'll take it apart and show you guys the O-ring I suspect is leaking. It might not be, but it's not this bottom one that feeds the air in. It's probably the power tube one where it connects to the back of the valve cap, possibly. I'm just thinking out loud here. So this is spent as usual. My CO2 is all frosted up, and I'm just gonna disconnect this and go inside and start doing some math. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, back in the house. I did all the math. Took like 5 minutes or something. So yeah, Crossman cartridge, 74 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees Celsius, using 7.7 gram Grimburg Joules V3s. Bore size is like 682 or 684 for the ones that I have. So yeah, just wrote that down right now. And high shot was 30.5 joules. I'll show you guys the comparison with the alien plays. 30.5, 26.8, second shot, 23.44, third shot, 20.95, fourth, 17.95, 16.69, 14.89. This is the 7 shot mark. these little dashes. So if you just did 7 rounds and didn't breech load, this is your this is like that marking for that. This is the 8 shot mark that I have. 8th shot was 14.02. I reloaded the magazine, and then the first shot on the second mag was equal to the 4th shot on the first mag, so that was kind of cool to see. The second shot was a little bit higher than the last shot on the first magazine, so that was pretty cool to see. And then, yeah, from there it just goes down because I'm running out of CO2 gas. So started at 17.95 on the second mag, ended at 7.41. This is with a breech load though, so if you were just doing normal 7-round mags, your first shot would start at 30.5 and end at 14.89, and then you reload. There could be some kind of change in numbers right here, but your second magazine would end around 9.62. Could possibly be higher because of this shot. This was the averages with the Grimburg Joules V3s. 7-shot average, a total of 151 joules divided by 7 was 21.61 joule average. 8-shot average was 165.29 joules total divided by 8 was 20.66 joules average. The 14-shot average was 17.38, and the 16-shot average was 16.17 joules. And if I compare this to my alien play that I did yesterday in a little bit cooler weather, I think. Yesterday was about 70 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius, so it wasn't that much of a difference. But the 7-shot average for the alien plays was 21.51. And the 7-shot average for the Joules was 21.61. So they're pretty much like neck and neck. Like you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. 8-shot average 20.63 with the alien plays, 20.66 with the Grimburg Joules. So it's pretty much the same. The biggest difference was on the 14-shot and 16-shot average, and it's off by like almost 1 joule on the 14-shot average. So this is the alien play 14-shot average. And this is the Grimburg Joules V3 14-shot average, 17.38 versus 16.9. So that's actually just half a joule off. And the 16-shot average with the alien plays was 15.74 joules and 16.17 with the Grimburg Joules V3s today. It could be different tomorrow. Could be different if I figure out what the tiny little leak is. So I'm going to take this apart again. I'll do that in a different video. And thanks for checking this one out. And see you guys next time.